talent management and talent engagement.
Right.
What is the mantra to do the best?
There's no one formula for talent management or talent engagement. It all depends on the context, the organization, the business need, and the general environment. But one universal fact remains that whatever talent you get into an organization cannot survive without talent. Talent, as I said, is the basic abilities, competence and commitment to deliver value and deliver innovation. That's going to be the mantra for the future. I think irrespective of whatever industry it is, whether it's pharma, whether it's automobile or whether it's insurance, you have to have innovation, either product innovation or process innovation or service innovations. So companies have to enable their people to contribute and add value. Enabling, that will be the mantra for talent management. Whatever, but with all their processes, structures, hierarchies, culture, they have to get all those pieces right just to get people to add value and innovate.
What is the best way to engage the talent of today, who are highly aspiring and who do not want cutout roles to perform in an organization?
Talent engagement starts even before recruitment. Identifying the people out there, the right people out there in the market or in the external environment. It starts from engaging starts from there. I mean, these days we talk about employee value proposition, what an employee can get as value from the organization. But I'm talking about one step further. We have to engage candidates, potential candidates out there in the market, whom we can attract to our company the best. Every company wants the best talent to come to him or her. So attracting people from the external environment to what you have to offer. Engagement starts from there. So there has to be an emotional connect. You have to present your organization with something that resonates. The values of your organization has to resonate with the candidate's personal values. Apart from all the hygienes of compensation, culture, benefits, all that, apart from that, but there has to be something of a connect established from the beginning about the values and the value proposition of the organization that has to resonate with the candidates out there. Then you can get the person into your organization. And once you get them in, you have to nurture them, you have to handhold them, you have to again stay connected, emotionally connected with them. And when I say emotionally connected, I don't mean the normal emotions that we see, but you have to we have to keep them involved. You have to have a participatory style of management. You have to get them to contribute suggestions, ideas, involve them in decision making at every level. That's the way to do it. I mean, you can't have a command and control culture is out. That's gone. So now it's a question of participation, engagement, involvement, dialogue, constant conversation. How can the person, get involved and contribute? Those are the kinds of asking for suggestions, asking for inputs, partnering as a co-partner in any venture. Those are the kinds of philosophies that will help engage the person. Apart from the, of course, basic hygienes of compensation, rewards, those things have to be, of course, meet or beat inflation. Help the employee to be above inflation. That takes care of the hygienes. But apart from that, involvement, contribution, he has to feel intellectually engaged, and he has to feel that he's contributing at a cerebral level. And from the heart. So it has to be a mind and heart. Otherwise, you get only hands and feet. No organization wants hands and feet. They want head and heart. So for that, the organization has to tailor its philosophies to address and have the connect with the head and the heart of the individual.
So, as you say, they have to be self-policing and self-disciplining themselves and as well, express themselves in a way that they form a very active part of the organization. So is there a time, is this a time that we are going to do away with the HR, a typical HR role?
I don't think HR will disappear. It might morph into different avatars, but HR, whether you call it talent management function, or HR management, or anything else, it will show up in some way. Though the ideal objective may be that HR becomes redundant and disappears from the organization, and all HR quote-unquote management is done by people managers, line managers. That's the ideal state to be in, but that's still some distance away. And people, the question of, you said, policing. Every organization hires mature individuals, so I guess the context of policing does not arise. It's more of, I think these days people want to contribute, people want to add value, so I don't see much of an issue there. It's just that organizations have to get the right mix of the environment, the mosaic right, and they're doing it. People are doing it.
One last question. We are one of the biggest emerging economies in the world, but still, organizations have a good talent resource, and as a country we have a good talent resource. So where is the kink? Where do we fall short?
Our education system is undergoing a change now, but I think so we should probably see the difference in the next few years, or in the next 5 to 10 years or 15 years.
That is where lies the answer. It is with the education system.
It starts with the education. Yeah, the transformation starts with the education system, our upbringing, our family values, and the way life is led. Having said that, there's a lot of. India is an emerging country, right? It's an emerging economy, and this challenge is there in emerging economies. There's a lot. We have a huge demographic dividend, but I think what we need to focus on is to get our education piece right. Like the West. The West has an excellent education system, I think, and we are, started our journey in that direction, but we have a lot to learn from them. As far as education is concerned, I think we have to build our thinking capabilities. If there's one thing that we have to build, is our thinking capability, our innate curiosity for scientific curiosity. We have to build and nurture that, and our hunger for innovation has to be cultivated and nurtured. Only then, and it has to start from the grassroots.
Last question. As a country, you said we have a good talent resource, and the education system has to change. So still there is hope. But where does importing talent come into the picture? Is it as widespread as it is being talked about? At what level of the organization does it happen?
When we say importing talent, it only happens in certain specific sectors. At least in the sector I work in, yes. If you have to work in certain niche areas where talent is not available, the required talent, because in niche areas require niche skills. Those skills may or may not be available in the country. So then that's the time you look at the whole world. And today we are talking about globalization. There's global mobility of talent. So there's no import-export. We export talent, a large part of our talent, our IITs and our IISCs. Everybody goes. So many of them go abroad to do further studies. And it's a flow. There's nothing actually of importing or. It's a flow of global talent all over the place now.
Thank you very much for your time.